Good morning. You're watching this on Monday morning, expecting a video, and there isn't any because we're on an airliner to the United Kingdom, and I'm packing right now. We're going to be there for lucky 13 days, coming back to the United States on April 21st. I think even though we're leaving on Monday, it's a red-eye flight, and also with the 6 or 7 hour time difference, we're arriving the next day. So we'll be in the United Kingdom really on Tuesday morning. So hopefully I'll be able to sleep on the flight. Now, what I have to do is get everything I need to film 2 weeks of RCR in this suitcase. And already my clothes are in here. So, I never really talk about gear that I use, but since we're all here, we can talk about this. Primarily, most of what you're seeing is Nikon D50 300. You can get these at Best Buy or Amazon or anything like that. It's not the newest model, but it does 1080p at 60 frames a second. The screen moves everywhere around, and it is cheap. And a lot of people who do YouTube stuff prefer Canon. Smoking Tire likes Canon, and Canon's great. Of all the digital SLRs, Canon is maybe a smidge better than Nikon. The one thing Canon does all the time that I hate is that they change their lens mounts. Nikon never did. Never did, never, did. They're all the same mounts, all the way going back to the 70s. So no matter what Nikon body you have, almost any Nikon lens will work. And one of the lenses that I have to take with me is this guy right here, Nifty 50. This is a fully manual lens, I think from the 70s. It's a Nikon Series E with a circular... I still have it on there? No, I took it off. Nope, it's still there. Circular polarizer and a little lens flower there to stop glare. And this is what gets the chase shots when you're seeing the car from the front. It's a Nikon Series E lens. At the time when I got this, it was $30 on eBay. They might be pushing $100 now because people realize what these little pancakes... Because the real part of the lens, like this is it. That's all that is. It also goes down to f-stop 1.8, so it's great for low light. And if you're getting into photography, I wholly recommend one of these prime lenses. Now this has to go with, because that's a Pennsylvania saying, right? This has to go with. This has to go with me to the UK because I'm not taking this because this has too many accessories. And when we get there, one of our helpers, Dom, says he has a Nikon 3200, which I think is the same thing as this, only it doesn't have an articulating screen, but this lens will work. So all I have to do is take this because there's going to be at least a camera body waiting for me there. And my camera bag is full of a lot of accessories that I really don't use all the time, like remotes. Although this is important, I got to take a little frame for the GoPro. I need to take a charger that charges GoPro batteries. I ought to ask Dom today how many batteries. Of course, I don't know if the D50 300 and the D 3500 or 30, I think it's a 3300, have the same batteries. But if he has it, he at least has one. Push comes to shove, we can always buy another one when we're there. This is a Hero 3 battery, I don't need that. This is a Hero 3 GoPro, I don't need that. Do I need multiple backs to the GoPro? Probably not. Someone has a GoPro Hero 4 there. I don't need long lenses because I'm not taking this. So that GoPro head cam, of course, I'm going to need. And I'm probably going to need suction cups for the GoPro. This camera is going with, I only used it a bit, and it's the I don't know what I need and I need everything. It's a Lumix FZ300. One thing that this is, it's terrible for mounting on a car. The shot turns into jelly, and you've seen some of them and warp stabilizer can only help so much. I've tried turning the stabilization off on this. I've tried turning it back on. Doesn't work. But what this does very well is handheld stuff. And it also does long zooming really well too. It's not a Nikon P900, but it's close. And also the Nikon P900 doesn't have a mount, doesn't have a topside mount, doesn't have a hot shoe on it. It's more of a consumer camera, whereas this is a little bit closer to prosumer. This thing also does 4K at, I think, 30 frames a second, which I've used sometimes, although I never export at 4K. It's just nice to have that extra bit to zoom in, or if you have zooming or cropping needs. So if you're using a camera and you have no intention of ever mounting it on a car, if it's just going to be tripod and handheld stuff, this is all right. It's about $500. So this lens has to go with that, and the GoPro batteries have to go, or the GoPro charger has to go as well. Of course, that should really go on a side bag. Some of this stuff I really oh wait, yeah, batteries I have to take with me because of new FAA rules. I have to have them on my person. I don't think I'm going to need, well, we're going to be doing 3 cars a day out there. Well, 1 battery in the GoPro and then 2 backup. That'll be plenty. That'll be plenty. Those are wires and cables on that side. GoPro batteries here. And then this bag has to go with me on the plane because, I mean, we're flying American and we've so far had a wonderful experience with American Airlines. And the other airlines having some trouble these days, but so far American has been fine with us. And also, you know, the rewards program and everything. I'm building up miles, and certainly this trip will get us a lot of that. But no one can steal your stuff if you have it on you. So this has to go with me, but also where's my laptop bag? Did I leave that at my parents' last night? Looks like I'm going over there then. Alright, so this guy has to go in my laptop bag as well. And that'll make my laptop bag kind of squish or bow out. Did I leave my laptop bag out in the hall? Nope, it's not out there. Anyway, so this has to go all in my laptop bag, and hopefully that won't cause a problem. This guy is going to make the TSA open my bag. This has to go with, I don't think, no one over there in the crew we're with has one. Smoking Tire uses these. It's film tools. Oh, I need this as well. That's the chest mount for the GoPro. We're doing a motorcycle over there, at least one, so that's good to have. Oh, there was the GoPro mount I was looking for. So these 3 suction cups or vacuum cups have to go with us. And they take up a lot of space. And they're also going to make TSA open my bag because it's just metal. And what do these things look like on the X-ray? So 1 vacuum cup, 2 vacuum cups, shove my pants to the side, 3 vacuum cups, all in there. 2 metal rods. There's no My pants come out. Knit cap may need it while I'm over there. Okay, these things don't lie all the way flat in my bag. They sort of just sit on the side there. You know, you need to go for every bit of space you can. I guess that's good enough. I can shove. Because pants are going in sideways, they can smush on there. This is an exciting Monday morning video for you. Watch me shove clothes in a bag. How many views will this get? Anyway, actually that's not too bad. Or as AVE says, ain't teabag. If I do a Canada trip, I'd like to meet that guy. Someday. Wait, is he all the way out in British Columbia? That's gotta be a ways. A ways from Pennsylvania. Unless he comes here sometime. He can go see the Yuengling Brewery, America's oldest. He can go see Centralia, the town that's on fire. Although now if you go to Centralia, state police are patrolling that. The parties and the urban and the exploration and the people recreating the video game Stalker. Yeah, it's getting kind of out of hand. Graffiti too. There's even a guy selling hot dogs up there, which is odd. Well, everybody's got to hustle a buck. And so now there's state police patrolling up in Centralia, so you can't really romp around there like you used to. It's not the lawless land that it once was. All right. Aside from my laptop bag, I think I can. The thing with packing stuff in your check bag is you need to come to terms with can I afford to have this stuff stolen? I mean, it's dumb we have to think that way, but you have to think that way. I'm gonna put a manifest in here, like straight up, like a piece of paper and a plastic sleeve. Like, here's everything that's in this bag. So when they open it and see this stuff, they'll know what it is. And also, it's a little visual insurance. Like, I know what's in here because of what I put it in. No, don't get entrepreneurial or don't get sticky fingers. Is that it, really? I got two smaller rods, don't need that. I've got even smaller rods, don't need that. I've got an extra tripod thing, don't need that. Here's an extra bag. Okay, so we're done with the mounts. Now we need to go through this guy again. Here is an extra. Better have. It's always good to have more SD cards than you need. So let's go. There you can hear the church bell going because it's Sunday. Time for church. You don't need a pencil. I think they have pencils in the UK. You don't need it. Anything that you can get there and is just as cheap as it is here, don't worry about it. I don't need extra. I don't need a Nikon. I don't need a GoPro repair kit. I don't need RCR business cards. Everybody knows what I'm up to, or knows who I am, so I don't have to take those. Got extra GoPro batteries. Got extra Lumix batteries. Got the lens that I need. I need an extra back case to that. Yeah, I'll take this guy. I should get a bag of like GoPro stuff that I am not going to need on the plane. Really, I don't need this lens until I get there. Should I put this lens in the bag? There's a lot of hard stuff in there. Unless I wrap it in clothes. Yeah, because this has got some any weight I don't have to carry on the plane. Unless I'd be more comfortable with this in a case though. If it's on there. This is a good bit of, I'm thinking like a through hiker, right? This is a bit of weight that I don't have to be carrying. Ounces lead to pounds. That's how it goes. And I also need to clean out my laptop bag. There's a lot of stuff I have in there that I don't need. Of course, this old guy is tough as nails. So I'll bet I can wrap this thing in some boxer shorts and I'll be good. Just wrap them in two. Shove them right like that. That guy isn't going anywhere. And it'll hold up to it. And it's in, all right, I have a hard suitcase. What exactly am I belly aching about? This guy, I'll take the case with me on the plane, but I don't really need the head strap. I'm not going to be strapping that thing on a red-eye flight to the UK. No, I'm not going to be doing that. Battery charger, the little frame, not going to be using that on the plane. Don't need that. You're allowed to have one battery in here, and the Lumix battery charger is fine. I can keep that on there. That frees up some weight in here. And also, see, this whole thing has to get squished down in my bag, so anything that can do that is good. What else? Batteries, 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 and battery charger. Ah, that's something I should be taking. Lots and lots of these guys. You always need more of these than you think you do. Screw it into that. Well, I hope you guys have a very good week. We'll be having updates on the UK trip as we go. One thing I don't have is I don't have a power converter yet. Because of that whole jury duty thing, I didn't know if I was going or not, and I thought it may be hubris to buy the battery charger in a very superstitious way, that it would cause me to get selected for jury duty if I bought it. So I don't have a power adapter when I get to the UK, so I'm going to have to get one when I get there. I mean, Tom's well-traveled. Maybe he already has one. Oh, wait, it goes the other direction, doesn't it? So I'm sure it exists, and someone's got one that we can charge our stuff. Yeah, I went through my Nikon bag. There's nothing else that I need in here. Creepy. That was easier than I thought. So, there are two Ask RCRs that we did record, and they will be coming out. Roman is editing them, so either they'll be out later this week, or maybe even today, but they will be out of context in that we filmed them here before we left. In fact, we filmed them I think 2 or 3 days ago. So, and they're just about general things. But we'll have updates on the road from the UK as we're there, probably little travel logs. Yes, there will be RCR. Will there be an RCR meet? We want to, but we have to find a place, and we're not going to know until we get there. So, ideally, if there's a car show going on, it would be easiest to just say, hey, we'll be at this car show, everybody show up. That would be the easiest thing to do. But we'll try to figure something out. If you have cars and want to submit them, please do, but we've already filled all our slots for the cars we're going to be filming. So, I mean, that was done about a month ago when we finalized our filming schedule. But if you still have stuff, you know, just say RCR UK, put that in the title line, and send it to regularcars@gmail.com like everything else. That's it. I need to go to my parents' house and get my laptop bag. So have a very good week, guys, and we'll give you updates from the United Kingdom. Thank you for liking RCR. Take care.